Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Command Center, where we like to put our favorite commander, maybe even yours, front and center. And you know we can't do that unless we're playing those three magnificent, enchanting letters, EDH. What does that stand for today, Hado Ken?
How many times we got to go through this today, man? Well, you know what? I'm feeling good today. It stands for Encouraging Democratic Hijinks. That's right, people. We're talking about the voting process.
Yeah, there is actually a lot of voting and democracy that happens in a game of Commander in EDH. And I think we should actually talk about some not so much talked about cards that actually probably see a little bit of gameplay.
There's a lot of politicking going on the table. You know what that means? A lot of misrepresentation and lying. So, speaking of which, there was a new format that dropped. I believe it was called Pioneer. You know what that means?
Do I know what that means? What does that mean?
That means absolutely nothing, because we play nothing but Commander at this station.
Yeah, I call Pioneer in everything. Anything that's not Commander is lesser format.
There we go. You know what? If it don't fit in this format, it's probably modern playable. So what we going to talk about first?
First, we got to give a shout out to our newest patron who has joined the Mana Squad, Sterling Langford.
First of all, Sterling, let me give you a shout out. Thank you for supporting in what we do and believing in what we can do. So what is it about Sterling that brings him to this table?
So I love the Commander that Sterling loves, and I've never seen it played as a Commander, and I am genuinely interested in seeing how this works. I might just build it myself. Nezzel Hall, the Primal Tide.
Refresh the memory. What do you do?
Oh, 7-drop, big sea monster thing. I think it's an Elder Dinosaur. It has a lot of text on the card. No hands, no maximum hand size. Whenever player plays a non-creature spell, you get to draw a card. If Nezzel Hall be target, well, this is how we play it. But if Nezzel Hall is targeted, you can activate its ability of discarding 3 cards and blink it from the board, and it comes back at the end of turn.
Also heard it does your taxes, makes your sandwiches, and if you're really good, it'll wash your car. But I understand where you're coming with this Commander, and I like the way you tether ball.
That's right. All right, so let's get into the democratic process of EDH.
Now, most of the times, we don't care how you vote. It's your play. It's your table. It's your play style. But some of these cards, it's a must that you vote against. Let me start out with one, that grinds my gears. Tilt with Discovery. Now, Tilt with Discovery says, going around the table, starting with you, everybody gets to vote to go get a land.
Yep.
Whenever somebody else votes, you get to go get an additional land. So
remember, this is land. Not basic.
Not basic, land. And it comes into play.
Yeah.
Not even tapped. So, for example, we're sitting at a table. If he go gets land, I get an extra land. If somebody else go get land, I get extra land. What do we always vote? No.
No.
We vote no. I don't care if you only got 2 lands and you throwing cards. You say no. Don't, no. Especially no.
And don't do the everyone agree to go get a strip mine thing. Everybody doesn't have a strip mine or strip mine like card. Because most people who are going to agree to do it, they're trying to fix their own mana.
Exactly.
So don't put that player who plays Tempt 4 cards ahead. It's just no.
Yeah, you go get a strip mine, and then they go get Crucible of Worlds, and then give you the middle finger and tell you to sit and spin. What other cards don't you like? What other cards do we agree? So we say no to.
So we have Tempt with Vengeance.
Okay. This
one, I don't see a lot of play with it, and I think for good reason. One, I think it's just very one-sided.
Okay.
Because basically, so Tempt with Vengeance, X in a red.
Okay.
So put X 1/1 red elemental creatures with haste onto the battlefield. Each opponent can put X 1/1 red creature tokens with haste onto the battlefield. For each player who does, you put an additional X.
You know how ridiculous that is? You're going to build up somebody else's board state so you can, theirs have haste, of course, because it's their turn. And you're going to give them more creatures to smack you with?
Yeah. And basically, if you vote, you're just essentially, exponentially, I don't even know the words, I don't do math. You're bigifying their board, and so they can run into you with their 1/1s and still have 1/1s left. Even if you do a equivalent exchange and block. block for each creature that they send.
We're gonna talk about your battle terminology after this.
Look, you know me, man. I'm more of a social science kind of guy.
But speaking of which, so we vote no. What else we gonna vote no on?
Temps with reflection.
I don't even think I've ever heard of this one.
Because nobody plays it. Personally, I would like to play it. I think it's a good card.
Personally, I prefer the air. What does this card do?
Temp with reflections, 3 in the blue.
Okay.
Choose target creature you control. Put a token on the battlefield as a copy of that creature. So it's a clone effect.
Okay.
Each opponent can choose to make a copy of that creature as well. For each opponent who does, you get another copy of that creature.
So with cards like this, we just say no. With 3 in the blue, all it is a copy of that. But you know how dumb this is get if I get a copy of a copy? Biogenic ooze.
Yeah.
That is a thing.
Brutaclad would definitely love this card.
We don't need this kind of smoke.
Yeah.
Or Protein Hulk. I know, I felt a little gross myself. I need to go change my shorts. What else do we vote no to?
Temp with immortality.
Never heard of it. But if I'm tempting you with immortality, you best say no. What does it do?
4 in a black. So this one, you return a creature from your graveyard to the battlefield.
Okay, simple enough.
Each opponent can also resurrect a creature from their graveyard to the battlefield.
Mm-hmm.
If they do, you get to choose another creature from your graveyard and put it on.
Do you know how off the rails this can get? The Praetors are a thing. Somebody can go get Sheldred, and they can go get, what's the other one that says you can't have fun because you can't tap for mana? What's that? He know what it is.
Yeah, Vorinclex.
Vorinclex. People play with these cards. I know. They're degenerates. And we've seen them.
So here's the thing.
He's one of them.
Sort of. Alright, so here's the thing. I will allow this one in particular.
No.
Because there's a way around it. Graveyard hate. Play more graveyard hate. We've told you this on the channel before.
So he says only vote yes for this card because you might have an answer to it.
Well, no. If you have graveyard hate in your hand and you're able to actually respond to it,
Look at me. Look at me.
you get a creature from your graveyard, they won't have a graveyard.
Don't listen to this man. Look at me. Look at me. You vote no on this card. All right, you let them get whatever janky thing they want, and you call it a day. It's a 5-mana spell that they just wasted. All right, what else we gonna say no to?
Let's do an easy one. All right, so we're done with the temps. Let's get into the conspiracy block.
Okay, this one is a little harder, but bear with me. Okay, first, let me pick this one up. Savala Stampede. Now, I played this a lot.
Yeah,
And
let's talk about it. 4 and 2 green, so it's a 6-drop.
Okay, so it says wild or free. You go around a table and then you choose wild or free.
Yeah.
Wild, it means it comes from your deck. Free means it comes from your hand.
Permanent.
A permanent. So this can get a little snazzy.
Yeah.
Now, I run this trick a lot. Always say hand. Just say hand. Believe me. If I'm playing this card, it's a Hail Mary play, and I want you to say wow. Just say free so I can cast a free land from my hand, and I'll be stuck like Chuck.
So yeah, people get scared when... So just to clarify one more time, you can get... If they choose wild, they dig through their library till they hit a creature. Just a creature, and a creature comes into play. If they say free... They can put a permanent from their hand onto the battlefield. So a lot of people get scared.
They say, oh my God, he might have an omniscience. Oh, sweet golly. Like, I'm not, no. I'm trying to cheat my deck.
So yeah, he's hoping you choose the library. Because, you know, there's only so many cards he'll probably have in his hand.
Exactly.
And at that point, if he's paying 6 for this spell, then he could have played something else from his hand.
It's a trick. I'm looking at you, hoping that you fall for the doo-doo.
And a lot of people fall for the okie doke.
All right, what else we gonna feature?
This one was like this one's gonna be a gimme. It's an easy expropriate.
No, this is not easy because people still fall for it. No, let me speak on this. First of all, expropriate. It's a 9-mana spell, and I get it.
Yeah.
And you either choose what, time or what?
Time or money.
Time or money. If you say time, then the person who casts this get an extra turn.
Yeah.
If you say money, they get to choose any permanent from you and take it from you.
Right.
Choose money. I don't care what the permanent is. I don't care if it's an Eldrazi with Annihilated Foe. I don't care what the permanent is. You choose money. Because if they get time, they're going to spank you into oblivion.
Yeah.
Every time I see somebody play this card, I'm going to say time. We're going to lose. We all just died because of you. Because he already going to get another turn. Just to, I'll give you one of my permanents just so you can shut up, okay? I don't want him taking my permanent. Take one of mine. I don't care. Just don't give him 5 turns.
Yeah. Yeah, people get nervous, they get scared. People don't like people going into the refrigerator or touching their cars.
That's one thing I cannot stand. Like, so go through players' library and get one of their cars. You know, that's a violation.
Says the guy who plays bribery.
Shut your mouth. But that's a violation. All right? That's like I'm eating a sandwich in the kitchen in my drawers and somebody peeking through the window. That's a violation.
Flag on the play.
All right, what else are we going to speak on?
So this one I've never seen play, and I was just going to say already, all of the other Council Dilemma cards from this block don't get played because these cards are kind of selfish and like they're very, I'm going to say, not good cards maybe for EDH for what you're trying to do.
Okay.
So I think the last one that may actually see some play in EDH is Capital Punishment.
I don't like the way that sounds. But tell me what this card does.
6 drop, 4 and 2 black.
Okay.
Council Dilemma. Starting with you, each player votes death or taxes.
Okay.
Each opponent sacrifices a creature for each death vote and discards a card for each taxes vote.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
This one's pretty. I think this one's pretty.
That's
solid.
pretty. Nah. I like my hand. So that's the we on the fence on this one. You know, personally, I can rebuild. All right. I take the creature. You know what? Take the creature. Take them all. Yeah, I don't care. Wait, hold up. Wait, this is 6 mana because they playing something like Liliana of the Dark Realms or something where they taking. Oh, this is a toughie. Wait a minute.
I personally say, get rid of the creature. I don't know. It really depends on your hand. It really depends on your hand.
I normally got a lot of sauce in my hand. Like I'm talking about like barbecue through hot and maybe a little mustard. I keep sauce in my hand. So I don't know. This is a toughie. You know what? Get back to us on this one. This is situational.
We're going to have a council talk on this one.
Exactly. All right. What else we got?
All right. So let's move into, I think we still actually have some new council cards. These are Will of the Council.
Okay.
So I think that only a few of these see a good amount of play in EDH. Okay. So I don't think we have to go through all of them. One that I think is very interesting, and this is similar to the last one we just did, but Bite of the Black Rose.
What does that do?
This is 4 and a black. Starting with you, each player votes Sickness or Psychosis. If Sickness gets more votes, creatures your opponents control get -2/-2 until the end of turn.
Okay.
If Psychosis gets more votes, or if it's tied, or the vote is tied, each opponent discards 2 cards.
Okay, this is easy. Growing up, I was a fan of Disturbed. So, and I know what you mean. What does that have to do with anything? We getting down with the sickness, baby. We put -2s on everything. I don't care, because I need my hand. Unless you play decks that are catered to that, we are getting down with the sickness. Ooh, You don't know what that means? Whatever. Sickness.
So this is a 4-spell board wipe.
That's cool with me. I don't care.
I like that.
Okay, we can rebuild. We have the technology. All right, what else we featuring?
Next, I want to talk about Magister of Worth.
Now, I played against this card before. And what's the 2 modes on this one?
So this one has Grace or Condemnation.
You choose Condemnation every time. Wait,
can we tell her what it does?
Oh, tell them. Sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry. Spoiler alert. You choose Condemnation. Tell them what it does.
So for each Grace vote, each player returns each creature from his or her graveyard to the battlefield. For Condemnation, each player destroys all creatures except for Magister of Worth.
Okay, this is what you do. You destroy all creatures because I've seen this heifer loop. You see, as soon as you can, you destroy all creatures and you kill her. No, you exile her. No, you put her in a zone that's outside of exile. As a matter of fact, you rip it up and you throw it in the trash.
You put her in Uno.
Exactly. You put her in a Monopoly deck under the jail spot. That's where you put her. I've seen some savage stuff with this card. So what do we choose? Destruction. That's right, we burned it. Wait, sorry, what was it? Condemnation, whatever.
All right, you blacked out for a minute.
Exactly. Condensation, whatever. It's dripping.
All right. This one I've never seen played, but I like it, and I think I want to play it.
Okay.
This one's called Split Decision.
I've never heard this card in my life. What does it do?
1 in a blue. Choose target instant or sorcery spell. Starting with you, each player votes Denial or Duplication. If Denial gets more votes, counter the spell.
Okay.
If Duplication gets more votes or is tied, or the vote is tied, copy the spell. You can choose new targets for the copy.
Now this is what I love about this card, because it's like an homage to Battle Buzz, because it's group hey,
Yeah.
you cast this card, and then you look around the table like, look, do we want this hitting the table? And then all of them knows, no. You guys gotta look at the person who cast it as 1 and go, no. You wipe your behind with that card because that's the only thing it's good for.
Next one I want to talk about. I don't really see it played. I want to see more play, maybe with this card. I think it was reprinted in one of the master sets or whatever. So
Okay.
whatever. Plea for Power. It's a 4-drop, 3 in the blue.
Okay. Go ahead and tell them what it does.
So you choose. Starting with you, each player votes time or knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
If time gets more votes, you get to take an extra turn after this one. If knowledge gets more votes, you get to draw 3 cards.
Draw the cards. Look at me. You don't give them more time. You don't do that. I know what you're saying, but I don't want to give them 3 more cards because they might draw that heat. And most times I see it, they all draw lands. And you know what? They look dumb anyway. They'll draw the 3 cards. It's like, man, that was a fluke. That was a fail.
I don't know. Let's think about this for a second.
I'm not thinking about no.
Think about it.
Getting the whole turn.
If you give them a turn, they only get 1 more draw. You just gave them 3 more.
That's right. I gave them 3 more with no mana open.
You got a point.
Yeah.
You got a point.
Yeah.
Okay. I see you. I see your rationale.
So like I said, don't give them another turn.
All right.
Because every time somebody give them a turn, I don't look at the person who cast it. I don't look at them. I look at the person who gave them a turn. I'm like, This is a one-sided fight now. All my attention is coming to you. That's right. The petty bus is running.
Yeah. Okay. I see your point. All right. Next one I want to talk about.
Okay.
Tyrant's Choice.
Never even heard of this card.
It doesn't get much play, man. All right. 1 in a black.
Mm-hmm.
So, this is also started with you. Each player votes death or torture. If death gets more votes, each opponent sacrifices a creature.
Okay.
If torture gets more votes, or the vote is tied, each opponent loses 4 life.
This one ain't that bad.
So yeah, this one's not as bad,
It's
a very situational. It depends on the deck.
Yeah.
So if life loss matters a lot in the deck you're playing, you can put someone in a precarious situation.
It's an edict effect on a yeah, whatever.
Okay, so I think we've gone through enough of the cards that we probably see in EDH, or people should be playing EDH that requires, group participation and voting in a sense.
And if you want to pick up a couple of these cards, let us recommend TCG Player, where from what I've experienced, I've always given you the best prices and the best guarantees on the cards that I purchase. And if you need help with that, please check out our affiliate link at the bottom for some of the best wares for your cards.
Yep, you'll definitely help out the channel and help us out in the long run as far as getting some more content.
And also help your decks out, help yourself out to save a little money. But
That's right.
With everything going on, we don't want to tell you how to vote, but we're going to tell you how to vote. Some of these cards we telling you about, we ain't playing.
If you vote the way that we told you not to vote, and I'm playing in the game with you,
I'm coming for you.
come across the table.
I'm coming for you, Marsh. Thank you guys for watching the show. Like and subscribe. We have plenty of content coming out and plenty more on the way. We have some news that we're going to hold off till later. But like I said, like and subscribe. Until next time.
Peace.